Hello everyone, the purpose of this video is to show you how to pack your rucksack for Duke Edinburgh. Now, at the bottom of your rucksack is what is the object that you'll need the least on your expedition, and that is emergency rations. So these should be 5 different pieces of food, which are high in energy that you will need if you get lost towards the end of your expedition, for instance. Okay. Then you need your rucksack liner, which needs to be the second thing that goes inside your rucksack. Now, this is just to make sure everything within your rucksack stays waterproof. It should, because we already have a waterproof covering for this rucksack. So if it rains, which it often does in this delightful old country, you want to make sure everything that needs to stay dry stays dry. Now, what goes in your rucksack should be in order of what's at the bottom is of least necessity, and what's at the top is of highest necessity. So, at the bottom, you have spare clothes. Okay. Spare clothes go in the rucksack towards the bottom, because you won't be needing them until you get to the actual campsite and get ready to walk next day. So spare clothes, pajamas, for instance, when you sleep. What goes in next is your sleeping bag. Now, you'll only be opening this when you actually get ready to go to bed. So that's the next thing that goes. Make sure it's inside the waterproof liner. It'll be next to your spare clothes. Now, in order of necessity from there, we have tent. Now, by the way, there's an important note. When you're packing your tent, make sure one person has the actual body of the tent and the other person has the poles. Because you want to distribute weight equally across the group. You don't want one person to be carrying too much. So this is what goes next within your rucksack. And it's going to take up a significant portion of your rucksack, as you can see. You can also tie the tent to the outside of your rucksack. So here. But for convenience sake, let's just keep it within here, because not every tent has a waterproof lining. Now, in order of least necessity from there, we have our trangia, or my tent actually uses the gas stove because it's lighter to carry.
No, they use a trangia.
So you have to store your trangia or gas stove. You need your clothes and waterproof liner. And the reason for keeping this here is because we won't be needing the trangia until we actually get to the campsite. So it's not of that much pertinence till we get there. Now, it's important to know that you don't want to store your fuel for your trangia or gas stove along with the apparatus that ignites the flame. So matches or a light. I don't think you're allowed light. Matches. So if I'm storing the matches, one of my teammates will be storing the actual fuel, and vice versa. Now, what goes next? we have the cutlery. That should also be stored in the rucksack. Here's in the bottom, near the trangia.
Are you forgetting like dishwashing soap and stuff?
Yes, and the wash kit here. That's your personal wash kit and the actual wash kit for the trangia. After that, it's food. That goes in. Yeah, so by food I mean lunch. And obviously you should have
anything you're going to cook.
The actual wayfarer's food prepared in here as well. After the food, now we need to decide in what order are we storing the thermals and the waterproofs. Now, you need to put the thermals in first, which I've done, because if it rains, the more important subject is to actually get get a raincoat, get some waterproof stuff, because if it gets cold, you know, you can spend some time actually looking for the water. Otherwise, it's not going to actually cause some damage, but you don't want to get wet. And that is what goes in your transit into your rucksack. So you tie your rucksack, and then at the head of the rucksack we finally get to this looks weird. The emergency first aid kit. This is stored at the head of the rucksack because if one of you gets injured, you need to access it quickly. That's where first aid goes. You can also keep a sun cream here because it will probably get warm in the moors, and any other essentials. So you can actually keep your snacks here as well, but I'd recommend keeping them within your trouser pockets, so if you need to access them quickly on your walk, you can without having to go in here all the time. So that is how you pack your rucksack. Now, there is one more thing. This
roll mat.
This is the roll mat, and this is what you will be sleeping on within your sleeping bag. So this goes on the outside of the rucksack, and make sure you have a waterproof liner for this because you don't want it to get wet. So a bin bag will do, but there are actual covers you can get for it. Okay, no. Alright, and this, your roll mat, this goes on the outside of your rucksack. Make sure you strap it in. And on the other side, you can either have don't worry, this is all being cut out. On the other side, you can either have your tent, or half the tent that you will be taking, and the other half as well. So only one half the tent. Or you can have your water bottle, because remember, you need to access your water bottle very quickly, because it does get hot when you're out walking, and unless you drink insufficient water, you will get extremely dehydrated. So it's imperative that you can access your water bottle at all times. If you get low on water, make sure you contact your leaders, because they will have some for you. And yeah, that's how you pack a rucksack. Thank you for watching, and welcome to my channel.